Carlos Ramirez, owner of NVS Audio in Roselle, New Jersey. So, Harley-Davidson threw us a curveball with the 2021 Harley-Davidson. They changed the OBD connector from the older style. It is now a totally different connector, and obviously our Techno Research flasher and our snap-on scanner use the older style connector, so we can't communicate with the bike. So our friend Paul Cortez came by, let us play around with the bike for a couple hours to see what we could figure out. We were able to activate CarPlay. It's a fully loaded CVO, so it's a 2021 CVO. So it already came with the WIM module, already came with CarPlay, already came with Android Auto. It's obviously got the GTS radio on it, and it's running the latest firmware. So we wanted to see if there was anything different in the radio software. So obviously we couldn't flash it through the OBD. So we pulled the radio off his bike, then put it on our shop bike, and we were able to communicate with the radio that way. So obviously the radio communicates on the same CAN bus network as 19 and 20. We were able to flash the radio. I was able to get into all of the audio settings, so we can flash it, we can update it. We enabled CarPlay without the need for the WIM, which is what he really wanted. So then we put the radio back on his bike, boom. For some reason we had to do it twice. I don't think I waited long enough for the flash to take the first time. So put it back on the shop bike, flashed it, activate CarPlay without the need for the WIM, put it back on his bike. It worked beautifully. Then a bunch of you reached out to me about the audio because Rockford Fosgate partnered up with Harley-Davidson, so it's no longer boom audio on the CVOs and the upper level trim bikes. It is now Rockford Fosgate audio, and they did a really, really good job. So I've always been a fan of the boom audio 5x7s in the CVOs. I like them. I personally like to keep them, upgrade the front speakers, take out the boom amplifiers, run a pair of sound digital amplifiers, and do some 8-inch mid-bass drivers in the bags. Then we cross those speakers over at 200-300 hertz, and they sound really, really good after we get rid of the factory EQ curve, flash it, and then run our own EQ through DSP. I can get those speakers to sound really good because they're three-ways. None of the aftermarket ones are three-ways. Well, they added that to the front now, so the front has a beefy 6.5-inch three-way, not two-way, and I like the fact that they don't have the stupid tweeter sticking out of the grill like on the older boom. It's very elegant, it's very good looking. You can clearly see the two speakers in the center of the mid-bass driver hanging out behind the grill, and this thing sounds really good for factory, like really, really good. Like, add an 8-inch mid-bass driver, a DSP, and tune this thing and be happy good. But a few really nice changes to the bike. The bike now comes with a lower fairing, which looks really good. It comes right off the upper fairing and flows down. So we used to have the two wings on the side that you disconnect to remove the fairings. The wings are no longer there. You pull the two bolts out and it detaches the upper fairing from the lower fairing. It's really, really pretty bike, really good looking bike. I was really impressed with the factory audio system. Of course, none of my customers would be happy, and then we'd have to upgrade, but it's 200% improvement over the old boom audio system. I'm serious. Like, there's a lot of people that are not going to be upgrading their factory audio if they get this Rockford Fosgate upgrade that comes with the CVO. Like, I understand a lot of our clients just want the best of the best, and they want to go above and beyond loudness, but for a factory setup, this damn thing sounds like a Cadillac Escalade with Bose. It sounds really good. They did a really good job with this. So I took a video with the same song that we always use to demo stuff, so you guys can listen for yourself and see if it would make you happy. But these bikes are getting more difficult to interface with. I just wanted to let you guys know that we're ahead of the curve, and we already got it figured out. So if you have a 2021 and need your radio flashed, CarPlay activated, EQ flash flat, so you could still send me your radio. We proved it on Paul's bike. 2021 is flashed. CarPlay and Android Auto are activated without the WIM, and it's on his bike now. He's home already, so thanks guys. Just want to take a minute to show you what was going on. Paul came in with this brand new 2021 CVO. He wanted to flash the radio, activate CarPlay without needing the WIM. This is a CVO, so it already has a WIM module, but he wants to have CarPlay without needing the headset. So The problem with the 21 is the plug for the ECU is different than the 2020 and 2019. So we couldn't plug our flasher into it. So what I did was pull the radio off his bike, plugged it into our other bike. We're gonna update the software on the radio, flash it, and then we're gonna put it back on his bike. Not sure if it's gonna work, but it should, considering this is the radio off my bike and it fired right up on his bike. So I should be able to flash that radio and put it back. So I'll let you know how it works out. This new CVO is awesome. Beautiful paint job. Center of the tank's different. This is probably my favorite thing on the 2021. They added a lower fairing that matches up to the top fairing. This one's fully loaded, so it came with the new Rockford Fosgate setup, so it's 3 ways in the front. I'm upset that they're still running 5x7s. I was hoping that they'd finally upgrade to 6x9s. This sounds way, way better than all the previous boom audio setups from Harley, but it still needs some improvement. If they had done 6x9s in the back, I think I could give this thing a thumbs up, but they have the amp in the back. It sounds better, but it still has absolutely no bass. I'll fire it up for you in a second so you can hear it. It took us a little while, but we got it figured out. 2021 CVO. We couldn't flash it on this bike, so we took the radio off, put it on that bike, activated CarPlay, put it back on this bike, no headset, just the USB plugged in, CarPlay. Definitely not bad for stock.
Not bad at all.
Yep, Rockford and Harley did a really good job in the new CVO setup.